how you, coming from Arab countries, are viewing India's G20 presidency currently.
What's needed is a collective global effort. Countries like Saudi Arabia and India really trying to make the lives of people in such countries better.
So, if we have to talk about the relationship between Saudi Arabia and India, they have their own historical significance. In fact, the presence of His Royal Highness, Crown Prince, as well as His Highness, Prime Minister, is present over here in India. And how and in which way you see the relations further going ahead, especially with respect to trade. And there has been a remarkable number in 2023 year where trade between the two countries have grown up in better way.
I think the direction of the relationship between the two countries is on the rise. That's clear, as you mentioned, when you look at the bilateral trade between the two countries, and also a number of issues that are of mutual interest, including investment. The benefit of that. That is extremely important for certain nations that are underprivileged, that are in heavy debt, that are you have high level of poverty. So countries like Saudi Arabia and India really trying to make the lives of people in such countries better. And of course, they all the time, the Saudi Arabia through its leadership, trying to transmit the message that what's needed is a collective global effort. And this was clear during the presidency of Saudi Arabia of the G20, which was held in Riyadh in 2020. And a number of very important initiatives, Saudi Arabia through its leadership, trying to transmit the message that what's needed is a collective global effort. And this was clear during the presidency of Saudi Arabia of the G20, which was held in Riyadh in 2020. And a number of very important initiatives.
So, if we have to talk about clean energy, because both the countries are also coming together and viewing for clean energy, how do you foresee the path ahead? Because we were talking about how both countries are working on the future part. So, energy is one such sector where the contribution of both the countries are important.
Also, that's a very important item. Saudi Arabia, as you know, is a major oil producer. It plays a pivotal role in the international arena to make sure that there are steady supplies of oil. But in addition to that, it pays lots of attention to clean energy, to net zero, and it has a number of commitments already declared. But also it launched by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, the Saudi Green Initiative and the Saudi Middle Eastern Green Initiative, because making sure that the whole Middle East also is committed to green energy, clean energy, circular economy, carbon reduction is important. So there will be a number of also points where the two countries can collaborate upon, relevant to this issue, which is gaining more importance by the day. Meaning that you need to have the right energy mix. You see, in a number of countries, if you take in particular advanced economies like say in Europe, they figured maybe a little bit late that you cannot do it through renewable energy only, but what you need to do, you need to have the right mix, meaning that you cannot just do without natural gas, okay, and you cannot do without fossil fuel, and you have to do the energy transition gradually in order to make sure that the right investment is there and the right technology, the efficient technology is there, and the capital infrastructure is also available along with the physical infrastructure, and the business also, like firms, business concerns, will be able to burden the cost of the transition.
For such fine news breaks and video features from ground on your mobile phones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The New Indian, by clicking on the bell icon. Also, follow us on the social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Co.